Ladies and gentlemen, you are now tuning in to the undefeated Mustache John.
All right, folks. Thanks for tuning in and taking a ride. Mustache John here. We're going off the cuff, all right? We got good hair day. We got good news. There is no Superliga. It is not happening, okay? I was super worried for a second there that I was actually going to regret having this tattoo of Barcelona on my arm. The thought of them leaving La Liga, leaving Champions League for this Super League, all about the money, boy, that was devastating. That was a heartbreaker. But it's not happening, all right? City out, Chelsea out, Barcelona and Atletico are soon to follow. Everybody is jumping ship. If you are following the news, less than 48 hours from these teams announcing that they were going to start this Super League, UEFA and FIFA came out aggressively and said, no, you're not, hotshot. Go ahead and try it because you will be banned from domestic leagues. You'll be banned from all international competitions, maybe even from the national teams. So immediately, clubs under pressure. The backlash in England has been incredible. Gary Neville and tons of others. You could go down the list. George Benson Football is a good one to watch. He had a couple of good videos. People have been losing their minds in terms of what this means to the culture of football in England. They have the most history. They have the most ties to the neighborhoods, the cities. The history there is absolutely incredible. So to shake that up, and the fact that they were going to take the top 6 from England and just move on and break out is incredible. The fact that that was actually going to happen. Now, a lot of people are blaming the American ownership. Maybe there's a point there. Maybe there is a point that the American owners don't get the history and the culture and what that actually means to be breaking out. Now, in the club's defense, you do have to say that their intention wasn't necessarily to leave the domestic leagues. It was to add to an already busy schedule, which doesn't really make sense because all of these clubs complain about how many matches they have to play between the domestic league, domestic cup, Champions League, however, whatever else you have going on. Hair in my mouth. It doesn't make any sense, okay? So I think this maybe could have worked if you took 3 teams from England and you got the German teams in on it, so you get maybe 2 from there and you get a PSG. Maybe that would have worked. But the fact that you tried to get 6 teams from England, the top 6, absolutely not. It wasn't going to happen. You can understand the La Liga teams, Real, Atletico, and Barca, wanting to maybe look at a fresh league. La Liga is really just about those 3 teams anyway. Same thing for Serie A, Inter, AC, and Juventus. That's the top 3. Every so often, you'll have a 4th jump in there, right? But for the most part, yeah, those leagues are not very exciting. The English Premier League, however, the most exciting league on planet Earth. This Super League would not have cut it. It's not going to be the same drama that you would see from Champions League. So it just didn't happen. UEFA and FIFA did an amazing job of getting on the PR front, letting everybody know what was happening, and the backlash, like I said, was immediate. 48 hours before clubs started caving into the pressure and saying, never mind, just kidding, everybody, we're not doing this Super League. It was doomed from the start. It was absolutely doomed from the start. The fact that UEFA and FIFA came out and said, you're not going to be involved in Champions League, you're not going to be involved in international competitions, we'll ban your players from playing with the national team. That right there was a line in the sand, and the fans were on this side. So clever move, very clever move from UEFA and FIFA, just getting that word out there for everyone to kind of respond to. Gary Neville going absolutely nuts. George Benson Football, good channel. I like to watch his stuff. He's a Chelsea guy. I've been watching some of him since I'm a big fan of Pulisic, and he had some good words on it. But I guess every fan was just gutted. I was sitting here trying not to react, sort of panicking, waiting to see what happened. It almost makes sense for a team like Barcelona. It almost makes sense. Like I said, Real Madrid, Atletico, they play in a league where it's the top 3 that are battling it out forever and always, okay? EPL's different, man. EPL's very different. So I'm very excited that it's not happening. Praise be. Just as a fan of the game, I'm very glad that this is not happening. The backlash could be severe. These American owners are going to be under some heat. We'll see what happens with that. I don't think it's necessarily just the American owners to blame. Real Madrid's president is an American. he was driving the bus on this one. So why don't we go ahead and just fully blame Real Madrid for this? We can all agree that Madrid's president, their board, their manager, their players, their supporters are all garbage. So we can all agree that this is 100% Real Madrid's fault. They duped these English Premier League teams into signing on the dotted line. They dragged Barcelona and Atletico with and just shame on Real Madrid. Absolutely shame on Real Madrid. It is 100% your fault. Really, though, people, it's not happening. Super League is dead. It lasted about 48 hours. It ain't going to happen. So breathe easy, Barca fans. We'll be in La Liga next year. We'll be in Champions next year. We'll be in Copa del Rey. Messi's going to have one more shot at a World Cup. It's going to be all right, everybody. That was exciting, but just relax. Nothing's going to happen.